So you click on continue, and I would like us to use which verb? So they arranged them in such a way that more frequently used verbs are up here. Aimer, aller, avoir, etc. You can always use the search field to search in English or in French, and if it's not there, that means it's in the pro version. So I don't know what happened. I thought I was no longer recording. So we're going to click on continue again. Sorry, we had to start afresh. So we were talking about the pro version, but technically all of the verbs here are just enough for you as a beginner. And if there's any other verb you need, you can always go on Google and type and you will find it. Just type to love French verb and you'll find it. So you may want to study the group of verbs so that you will understand. In bracket here you have reg, and for some you have IRR. Reg is for regular verbs and IRR is for irregular verbs. Now we're looking at the verb aimer. First, let's talk about the interface. You can scroll up or scroll down. You can zoom, as I'm zooming right now. And when I zoomed just now, you saw some speakers. You can always tap on the speaker to hear how the verb is pronounced.
M, image, M.
Also, the app is bilingual. So we see here, aimer, regular verb, to like or to love. Let's go back just a little bit so I'll show you how you can search for verbs on this app. So this part here where you search for verbs, you can type it in English if you don't know what it is in French. And if it is available on this app in your free version, you will find it. Then you click on it. If it is too far away for you, you zoom. So you see, je danse,
Danse,
tu danses,
danse,
il danse, elle danse, on danse,
danse,
nous dansons,
dansons,
vous dansez,
danser,
il danse, elle danse.
danse.
So up here we see that danser is regular. So there are 6 of them here. I know I'm taking it really slow, but I want you to understand, and that's why I'm taking it quite slow. So there are 6 of them here. Danse, 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 dansons, danser, danse. And these 6 lines represent those subject pronouns or any noun. So you can say, I'm looking for a name. You can say Maria danse, or you can say elle danse. And you can either say Pierre et Jean dansent, or you can say ils dansent. Let's just attach personal pronouns to all of them. Je danse, tu danses, il danse, elle danse, nous dansons, vous dansez, il danse, elle danse. So we see that there are 6 here at présent, 6 here at passé simple, 6 here at imparfait, 6 here at futur, 6 here at conditionnel présent, 6 here at présent subjonctif, 6 on most of them, but 2 here at impératif. Actually, we're supposed to have 3 here, danse, dansons, and danser. This is the tense for giving instructions or asking someone to do something. For example, in English, when I simply say, dance, or please dance, that will be danse or Danse s'il te plaît, or dansez s'il vous plaît. And to say let us dance, that will be dansons. So that's the tense for giving simple instructions. Now let's look for another tense that has less than 6 lines of the conjugated form of the verb. We have participe présent. This is for an action that is ongoing while dancing. For example, while dancing, the man proposed to the girl. Or maybe you can say, she works while eating, or she eats while working. Or maybe she works while dancing. So we can say, elle travaille en dansant. Elle travaille en dansant. Do not mistake this for the everyday ing ending for verbs in English, like I am dancing. No, for that you simply use the present tense, je danse. So maybe we want to say something like, leave me alone, she said while crying. That will be, laisse-moi, dit-elle en pleurant. So for participe passé, we took out the final R and put the accent on the E. When we're discussing passé composé, you will see it again. So this is the tense that gives us the past and completed action. I have danced. J'ai dansé. That's it. And then the infinitive, of course, sounds just like danser that we just saw in passé composé. So it is this danser that we broke down to get everything else you can see around here. There are times when you can use the verb in the infinitive form, maybe when they come after a helping verb or when they come after de or a. So now let's just talk about the tenses. Tenses just mean time. So the ones up here are like the frequently used tenses, except for passé simple, which you would see in most storybooks or maybe old French books. You may also find it in some Bibles. Let's look at the rest here. Present tense, imparfait, futur, they're always frequently used. It's like you have them in English. Imparfait is for like something that was going on in the past. I was dancing or I used to dance. Futur, of course, is I will dance. It's in the future. Then, conditionnel présent, I would dance. But you're like waiting for a condition, but you would dance. So we've talked about the imperative before. Dance, let's dance, or dance, you dance. So here, present subjunctive, I hope that you dance. I want you to dance. It is important that you dance or that we dance. May I dance? Que je danse? And then, imparfait subjunctif. He wanted her to dance. It was necessary that they danced. So here, passé composé, it's kind of everybody's friend and it should be yours too. It can be used for the past tense, something that's past and completed. It can be used also for the passive voice, like, I don't know if we can use dance for that. Now we move on to plus que parfait, and that is I had danced. So passé composé is I have danced, and plus que parfait, I had danced. And then we move on to futur antérieur. Futur antérieur, I will have danced, okay? By 2 o'clock, I will have danced for 3 hours. So again, plus que parfait, I had danced. Conditionnel passé, I would have danced. Conditionnel, I would dance. And futur antérieur, I will have danced. So there's a whole lot of work around the tenses, the verbs, but just know that it's all about time. And if you can do this in English, you just need to know what these represent, and then you will be able to do the same thing in French. So I'm ignoring some of them on purpose because I want you to focus on the ones that you will be needing more frequently. Futur antérieur, of course. By the end of 2020, I will have finished writing my book. Passé composé subjonctif, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's just calm down. So futur antérieur, plus que parfait, of course. I had danced, that's necessary. Conditionnel présent, I would dance if, then I would have danced, that's conditionnel passé. And then you also have your passé composé, your infinitive, your imparfait, your impératif, your présent, and if there's any other one that I haven't mentioned, they're all right there. So it's basically just a normal expression of time using verbs in English, but this time you're doing it in French. So when you look at the app like this, don't think about, oh, I have to use everything. No. Start in bits and pieces. For example, I want to just learn how to use the present tense. Be done with the present tense. Practice as much as possible. Je danse, tu danses. Use the names of your family members or your friends. Ella danse, Maria danse, Pierre danse. And if you have any more questions, let me know.